Here's a new mini album that I made. Was able to put this one together fairly quickly. I liked how it turned out. Typically I don't put, well, these papers primarily have a lot of yellows and blues, so that's why I did up the front with those colors. The title says, "You sparkle, you shine." I have flowers on the front with various centers, brads, some bling types, a couple of different sizes. There's a button. This is chipboard. This is chipboard. And I put some butterflies on there. I have the little micro beads that are glued in the center to form the body of the butterfly. This is also a piece of chipboard. The black outline here is a die cut that I made, and I mounted it on this teal colored paper, and then I put then I laid that on mounted that on a piece of black cardstock, and then I put the whole thing on a heavy piece of chipboard to give it some dimension and make it all pop. I think you could probably see that there's how I did that. Anyway, this was a new Spellbinders die that I had bought and hadn't used it yet. Hadn't quite figured out how I wanted to use it or where I wanted to use it. But I thought it was going to be a good idea to use with this because I had the light white and yellowish paper for the front cover here, and I wanted to, because my title had the yellows and teal in it, I wanted to bring some teal forward, so that's why I did that. And I was surprised at how the Spellbinders die turned out, but I knew I needed to mount it on something. Anyway, I thought that this looked pretty. It's a new design, like I said, and a new die. I'd never used it before and have had it for a while. And if you're all like me, you know that you accumulate these things and then eventually they haunt you. You want to use them. So, so I did finally then yesterday. I have black border under here, but I did bring over the same papers, and I put some another piece of chipboard here that says Dream Big, and some flowers. I wanted this to be fairly simple and lay pretty flat for when you open it up. And yet it did need something, and I wanted to bring those colors back again. The back is pretty plain, but then I think that they should be. You don't want a lot of embellishments and bulky things back here. You want it to lay relatively flat because this is the surface that's going to get hit with or going to be laid on a table most of the time. So, and this is a journaling tag for, it says today. You can make a note there for yourself or to the person that you're giving it to, if this is going to be a gift. So anyway, I always like to include those so that you have some way of putting a name, date, whatever you want to do, however you want to address it for gift giving. As you can see, it's full, it's chunky, it's big. Lots of things in this album. Lots of pretty colors. The blue and the yellow, the teal rather, teal and the yellow, I think make a pretty color combination. So let's start on the inside. And here's the first page, the first inside cover. I've got a three-dimensional piece here, and it's from the same paper collection. This is all My Mind's Eye. I have a tag, double-sided tag. Any of these now can be switched to any place that you want. And if you feel that because the album is thick, by the time you add photos, if it's too thick, there might be some of these that you want to take out. And anything that you take out, because it doesn't have flowers or other sorts of embellishments on any of the mats, you can use those for bookmarks or any other place that you would like to use that particular color, or any other thing you'd like to use it for. So again, like I said, if it's because it's already it's very full, in fact. And if it becomes too full by the time you add your photos, any of these can be taken out and done away with. You can put your photo back there. You don't have to put a photo on both sides. There may be, you might feel like you want to be selective and put in or keep some of the photo mats and take others out. I try to put something pretty on every page, some embellishments. You are the best. And I like to bring my colors across the layout, across the page spread there, so that they blend. This is a pull-out tag that's double-sided. Now the back side here doesn't look like it goes all that well with this layout, but it will go with the next layout. So that, sorry, it's just tough to maneuver everything with two hands. I need an assistant, I think. Here is different shades of the teals and yellows. They're more subdued and soft, and a little bit more on the not so bright side. They're a little more, well, if you want to say drab, that's although I thought they were still pretty. And I was lucky enough in my collections of flowers to have this that matched that paper just perfectly, so I had to use it. And I had just bought these. I thought they were really pretty and that they would go well with it. And again, let's see here. Here's a double-sided mat. This side has, I brought that color of flower back over here from that side. And I'll get it right here, yeah. I have this pull-out tag. If you'll notice on the top tags that pull out, they have the tab, an embossed tab that I made. And I put the first tab is on the left, the next tab is in the middle, and the third tab is on the right. And then it repeats that again. Here's this mat, kind of a light yellow, and here's a striped yellow. By them all being the same paper collection, you can mix and match these any way you like and anywhere you like. You have a lot of versatility here. You know, you can move them around however you want. Here's that mat. This was a pretty paper, more of a brighter teal. I put that little glittery faceted. I'm just enthralled with those things. I think they're so beautiful. So many different ways you can use them. Here is, oh, I'm sorry, it's getting caught on my thing here. Straighten out. Then this side, another matching faceted center, a three-dimensional pop. These over here, I'm pretty sure that throughout the whole album, if it was just a flat saying, I mounted it on black cardstock and fussy cut it so that it had a nice background border. Here's this mat and this side. These are all large mats. This, I decided to do this because you pull this out and it does match that side. But again, they all can be, you know, interchanged and swapped out or pulled out, taken out. You can use them for other things. Maybe you have albums or something else that that you like. Maybe you're making a scrapbook layout for yourself or something and you need a mat. Then there you go. Tie a piece of ribbon on it or a little flower or whatever you want. Here's the next layout. I have a three-dimensional, most of these are all three-dimensional, popped coordinating pieces that are also my mind's eye. I like that yellow. I'm not normally a yellow fan, but my mind's eye did a great job with these papers. They're really pretty. Another photo mat. This side has this that I mounted and fussy cut. Some bling there. This mat. And then this side. Here's this pull-out tag. This is not the easiest thing to balance. Because I'm holding it up at an angle so that, because of the way that I placed my camera, so I'm holding it up so that you can see it. Here's the next layout. There's that page. This says, "Can you believe how cute this is?" And I put some matching brads. Here's this mat and that side. I showed you that. Then here's this side. I don't mean for it to be so wobbly, but it's just the way I positioned my camera wrong, I believe, because I have to balance this up on this back part here, and it's not working out just the best. Here's a dimensional and a brad. Here's this mat and that side. This mat, pull out tag. Okay. These do go down in there further. I'm just leaving them up a little bit so that you can see. But you can push them all the way down if you want, or you can bring them and put them in these pockets. They'll go here too. However you like. Then we have this layout. Here's more brads. Here's this mat, and then that side. This mat, this is a popped dimensional and a white flower that I brought over. The same white flower, different color brad, just to kind of mix it up a little bit, because this has some like some browns and some brownish grays in it right there, and so this brad matches it. So that's why I chose that brad. There's that mat and that side. Here's this mat, pull out tag. Oh no, I didn't put the same paper. It's just, I wish I had 2 more hands to show you all this. Better yet, if I'd have just positioned my camera differently, it would have made my life a lot easier. Then we have this spread, this layout with this mat. By the way, these tags in the pockets, the little front pockets of each page, they're all the same size. And all of the pull-out mats or tags are the same size. These up here are a little bit bigger. So there's the other side of that. This is Live Your Adventure. This is You Are the Best. This brad, I thought that was pretty, matches that paper. It's a little bit different color in the background of it, but it matches that paper. Well, naturally, because all of the brads are of the same paper line, paper collection, so it all blends. There's the back one more time. Let me show you the spine and the front. The little butterflies, little tiny micro beads. First time I used the micro beads too. I have them. I just hadn't used them until yesterday, and I thought, oh, that's a perfect place. They're sparkly and silvery, and they, you know, so they'll go with the shine of the bling that I put on there. So they had to be used. You know how that is. Then, like I said, again, it's very, you can see it's very, very full, compact. And again, if it's too full and you want to take some of these out, you can use them for other things, or leave them in there if you think it'll all go. Your album's going to get pretty thick, but I wanted you to have a lot of choices, a selection, a big selection. And in this album you do. You have a lot of mats that can be used for photos or journaling. You have a lot of selection in this, and yet you can delete anything you want. So it's the best of both worlds, I think. So thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it, and come back to see me. Bye bye.